Here's your First Warn Weather forecast first. Sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
It's another breezy but fairly warm day still across the state line, and that includes here at Rivet Stadium, getting ready for yet another game here, getting ready underway in just about an hour and a half or so. Right around 6:30 is first pitch. Rockford Rivets are playing pretty good baseball as of late, so you can come out and enjoy not only a beautiful night for baseball, but also get a pretty good show as well. Perfect day for it, as I mentioned. Temperatures are in the upper 70s still across the board, and that includes in Rockford, sitting at 78 degrees, 76 in Rochelle and DeKalb, 75 in Janesville and Freeport, still sitting at 74 degrees in Galena. But notice the wind direction across the board out of the northwest, helping to keep things feeling relatively cool and refreshing as far as our dew points are concerned. Our next rain chance also still out to our west right now across portions of Iowa in the form of very light rain that has been breaking up. We've only really seen the increase in cloud cover as of late. Temperatures falling into the 50s overnight tonight, but those rain will move into the area as we get into tomorrow. I'll break down what the timing is on those scattered showers coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
A Rockford shooting suspect turns up at a hospital in Madison. Police say he was wounded in a gunfight with another man.
Plus, an officer and his K9 partner are ready to hit the streets of the Forest City. Meet RPD's newest K9, Rip.
And a local third grader is set to be fitted with a hero arm. The 3D printed prosthetic limb will help her live her dreams.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Leppert. We're glad you're here. A Rockford man facing charges tonight after he was reportedly shot in a gunfight last night. Police say
they found him at a hospital in Madison. Dracar Malone's accused of aggravated discharge of a weapon and unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. The 35-year-old also faces several drug charges in a separate case from 2020, including possession of cocaine and ecstasy. Last night, around 7:30, officers responded to Lawndale Avenue near Javon Bay Hospital on Rockton for reports of a shooting. Investigators say Malone and another man got into an argument and shot at each other. Malone was hit and fled to UW-Madison for treatment. Officials say his injuries are not life-threatening.
Proposed reforms of the state's Prisoner Review Board have failed to make it to the finish line. The original proposal passed unanimously in the House and Senate, but after some changes were made in the state Senate, it went back to the House for approval there, and it was never called for a vote.
My intention is to reconvene the folks that we worked on this with, and maybe kind of try to do some of that task force work that I was looking forward to doing in a formal way, more informally, so that we have some of the answers we need.
The governor also opposed certain aspects of the bill. One of the changes made would have required Prisoner Review Board hearings to be live streamed.
Today is the official kickoff to Gun Violence Awareness Month and Wear Orange Weekend. The Wear Orange campaign was started in memory of 15-year-old Hadiya Pendleton. She was shot and killed not long after performing at President Obama's second inauguration in 2013. Advocates against gun violence are pushing for several pieces of new state laws to reduce gun violence and help families who've been affected by it.
We have seen the progress that has been made over the years, but we are not satisfied and we are not going to stop. We must continue to stand up for the neighborhoods, for the communities, for the survivors, to fight for the changes that we want to see.
The CDC says firearms are the leading cause of death for children ages 1 through 17. Wear Orange events are planned across the nation this weekend in other countries as well.
A Rockford police officer who lost his K9 partner graduates with a new colleague. Officer John Vargas' former K9 partner Nix was shot and killed during a pursuit back on January 28th. In April, the department announced the arrival of a new 2-year-old Dutch Shepherd Belgian Malinois mix named K9 named Rip. To certify in Illinois, K9s and their handlers must complete a 12-week training program. Today, RPD announced Vargas and Rip had officially graduated from the Kane County Sheriff's Academy for K9s.
Beloit announces a new youth summer meal program. Starting June 25th, students age 18 and under can receive 2 meals a day at 5 locations. It's a partnership with the U.S. Department of Agriculture. There are no income requirements for this program. It's available to every student. The program will run until August 1st. Yesterday, the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office issued a no-wake order for the Rock River. Well, today, that order has been lifted as the waters return to a safe level. That means boating will be allowed on the river this weekend. Plus, the Ski Bronx show at Shorewood Park is back on for tonight. The Loves Park Water Ski Show will start at 7 p.m. We'll have more on the Ski Bronx show coming up tonight at 10.
The Rockford Housing Authority hosted its third annual job fair today. The event aimed to help Rockford people access job and career opportunities. More than 20 employers attended the event, including the Rockford Police Department, Goodwill, and several local community partners. Workshops were also offered to help people strengthen their career skills. RHA says that it's all about making job hunting easier and helping the community grow.
Today's event is to make sure that we can bring employable jobs to the community, to our way of trying to help the community to thrive and be more accessible to be able to find jobs. So studies have shown if you bring careers to residents instead of having residents go out, if you bring them to the residents, then they have more opportunity of better engaging jobs and finding better jobs.
The Housing Authority says 100 to 200 people attended today's job fair.
Oftentimes, finances can create a tough path to get medical help. A Loves Park mother experienced that firsthand, raising a daughter born with a congenital limb defect.
But both mother and daughter recently just reached a fundraising goal for a new prosthetic. Our own Blake Dietz met the girl to learn more about her story. Blake.
Yeah, Wendell, Mimi, Teresa Clausen has struggled with insurance for years to get the best help for her 9-year-old daughter, Skyliana. That will all change in a few weeks thanks to being selected as one of just 3 children in America to receive help getting a hero arm. Skyliana has used prosthetics since birth. However, none have given her the full range of ability she and her family desire. Those prosthetics can cost upwards of $30,000 without insurance. Skyliana won't have to worry about that any longer as she looks forward to her brand new prosthetic.
If I show my friends and family, they'll be like, "You're a superhero now," and I'm like, I'm not really a superhero, I'm a human, but it kind of looks like I'm a superhero. And I think it's going to be awesome, cool, and I think I could do a lot more things about this.
I'll have more from Skyliana and her mom coming up at 6. Mimi.
Oh, just adorable. Good for
Right?
them.
I know.
Ohio residents still feeling the effect of a train derailment.
Up next, we are breaking down the bill that could send federal funds to address health concerns in the area.
And coming up at 6, it's been nearly a year since a 10-year-old girl was abducted and killed in Rockford. Destiny Huggins' mom speaks out on what would have been her 11th birthday.
And I am a believer, if you can hear the music in the background, that it is going to be a perfect day for a baseball game here at Rivet Stadium. Come out and enjoy the fun, but we do have rain chances to talk about this weekend. I'll bring you those coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Scott Leber, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
In East Palestine, Ohio, people who live there are one step closer to federal funds that could help address the health impacts of the Norfolk Southern train derailment that happened in February of 2023.
Rashaz Hudson takes a look at the bill.
16 months after a train carrying toxic chemicals derailed, the long-term health impacts worry the people of East Palestine, Ohio.
Lives were turned upside down.
Ohio Republican Congressman Dave Joyce and Ohio Democratic Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur want to help ease concerns. The bill would allow the Department of Health and Human Services to give grants, contracts, and cooperative agreements to universities and research institutions in the region to do voluntary health studies and give a final report in 5 years.
I know that there's smarter people out there who can gather this information and look at the people who've been affected by it and be able to make some intelligent decisions about what their best recourse may be.
Lawmakers say the community's been asking for help to understand the potential risk they face. Kaptur said, "We have a responsibility and duty to address the community's concerns." Both Ohio Senators Sherrod Brown and J.D. Vance are pushing similar legislation in the Senate.
15 years from now, if these residents, God forbid, have health problems, it would be nice to be able to say with confidence what caused those health problems.
Vance says the bill is needed because the Biden administration was not helpful. The White House pushed back, saying the Biden administration was on the ground in East Palestine on day one. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson.
Well, our work weekends with another sunny, breezy day in the state line.
I mean, breezy. After the break, Jordan has our full forecast. He is live from Rivet Stadium when we come back.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
It's another perfect day for a baseball game, though a little bit breezy out here, but the sun is out. We're not talking about any humidity, and it is a little bit windy, as I had mentioned, but otherwise, still a perfect day for a ball game. We're out here live at Rivet Stadium getting ready for another Friday home game here. Rivets are actually playing pretty good baseball as of late. I don't want to steal Scott's thunder, but at least mentioning that it's a perfect day for a ball game. Get out here and enjoy some good baseball and some good weather for that as well. A little bit of a slow increase in some cloud cover as of late, though not still seeing a whole lot of that in the lower levels right now. Seeing a lot of that upper level cloud here in the northeast side of Rockford, as well as in Rochelle, where our SkyTrack camera is currently located. A little bit breezy when we look at the flagpole down in the bottom right-hand corner, though, and that's what we've seen really throughout much of the day today. Our winds have been gusting fairly strong and still are at the moment. Wind gusts up around 20 or 25 miles per hour in many spots, though have been calming down over the last few hours. Earlier this afternoon, peak wind gusts were upwards of 30, 35, or even 40 miles per hour. Although things will continue to calm through the rest of the evening tonight, we will see at least some of those breezy winds sticking with us into the early evening. Despite those winds coming from a generally cooler northwest direction, our temperatures are still fairly warm in the upper 70s and mid 70s for the state line. 78 in Rockford, 75 in Rochelle, DeKalb, Freeport, Monroe, and Janesville, 77 degrees in Savannah and Sterling. But that northwest direction of that wind, where it's coming from, is helping to bring the more refreshing air into the area, helping to keep our dew points fairly low, down in the 30s and 40s. A lot of clear skies out to our east, but slow increases in cloud cover pictured off to our west, as shown with satellite and radar right now. Meanwhile, the rain is still remaining across portions of Iowa. That will remain the case until we get into the early part of tomorrow. If you are headed out to enjoy a baseball game tonight at the Rockford Rivets, temperatures will start out in the mid-70s, pretty close to where they are now by first pitch, but winds still fairly strong out of the northwest, around 12 miles per hour. By the time we hit the 7th inning stretch, those temperatures will be back down closer to the 70-degree mark with much lighter winds, but mostly cloudy skies remaining the picture throughout the time. Rain chances, though, remain out of the region until we get into early tomorrow morning. Futurecast brings those in, more widespread, at least light rain nature by the time we get to around 5 or 6 in the morning, becoming a bit more scattered as we head toward the afternoon and early evening hours. A cold front coming to pass not long after that will then clear all of the moisture out of the region by the time we get toward 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, then giving us clearer skies during the overnight and falling temperatures back down into the 50s. But we rebound into the 70s as we get into Sunday, and many spots even getting into the mid and upper 70s underneath plenty of sunshine, despite once again some stronger winds from the northwest. Our next rain chances don't come in until we get into mainly Tuesday and then Wednesday into Thursday. A pair of cold fronts coming in, and this will not bring much widespread rain, but more scattered in nature with that rain. So most of that time, not going to be seeing rain falling, but we at least have a couple of isolated to scattered chances through the middle of the week. Temperatures will also be fairly moderated during that time, down in the 70s, before we eventually see a rise in those temperatures as we head toward the end of the week. That is what we see with our Climate Prediction Center outlook, favoring above average temperatures between the 15th and the 21st of this month. That could be talking about temperatures into the 90s. 55, though, for the overnight low tonight, only 75 as we head into tomorrow, but rain chances will at least be pleasant through the early part of the day, becoming a bit more scattered toward the middle and end of the day. Still holding on to the 70s for a few more days, a bit more sunshine on Sunday, but isolated to scattered rain chances through the middle of the week, followed by temperatures warming well into the 80s as we head toward the weekend.
All right, thanks, Jordan. Scott's in next with sports.
He is also live from Rivet Stadium with a look at the team's most productive hitter so far this season.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
Well, the Rockford Rivets are hot, and they're going to try to keep it that way here tonight. They will host the Royal Oak Leprechauns of Royal Oak, Michigan. The Rivets have won their last 4 games, and they're currently tied for first place in their division of the Northwoods League with a record of 7-3. And several of our Rivets are playing very good baseball right now, but none better than third baseman Kyle Shutman. The Geneva native has a .389 batting average. He's homered twice and driven in 11 runs. Shutman also plays for the University of Cincinnati, and he was injured early this spring and set out Cincinnati's season redshirting. Considering that, I asked him how important this summer with the Rivets is for him.
It's really important. I think, I had a lot of time to prepare for the summer, knowing that this would be the first kind of baseball I'd be playing in a while. So I think it's just important for my career going forward, and just looking forward to a good summer out here.
Anything in particular you're focused on working on your game this summer?
Probably just, getting as many at-bats in as I can, just working on some defense, and obviously just having some fun.
What do you think are your biggest tools, your biggest skills that you bring to any team?
I think my defense is probably, what I pride myself in the most. Obviously hitting, I'm very capable of doing a lot of good things there, and had some early struggles my freshman year, but I'd say just having some pop in my bat and good defense.
And you're from nearby Geneva. How important was that for you to kind of spend the summer sort of close to home where family can come watch you play?
No, it means a lot. I know my family's coming today, so having them here as much as possible, means a lot. So,
growing up in the Geneva area, did you ever come here before to a Rivets game or to a high school game or anything, or is this your first time here?
This is my first time out here, but I remember having some tournaments out in the turf fields over there, right. So pretty familiar with the area. So
we will see if Shutman can keep his hot bat going here tonight. Let's hope so. This game will start at 6:35. The Cubs again are in Cincinnati facing the Reds again tonight. The Cubs are only 1-3 against the Reds this season. The White Sox will host the Red Sox again. The White Sox will be trying to end their franchise record 14-game losing streak. Maybe they will do it because they do have Garrett Crochet pitching. Well, it's a big sports weekend here on WTVO. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we'll have Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, the Oilers against the Panthers down in Florida. Then Sunday night, it's Game 2 of the NBA Finals, the Mavericks and the Celtics. That starts at 7 o'clock. The Celtics won big last night in Game 1. That's sports from Rivet Stadium. We'll be right back.
Winds are easing a bit here through the evening and showing off also with mostly clear skies on the First Warn Interactive Radar from Rockford, Glass, and more. We have seen a little bit of an increasing cloud cover, but nothing as far as precipitation is concerned as of yet. Those chances will start to move their way in as we head into early tomorrow morning. Temperatures falling into the 50s overnight tonight, only warming back into the mid-70s as we head into tomorrow. We do have a lot more sunshine, no rain chances to talk about on Sunday, but a few more isolated chances as we head into the middle of next week. Much warmer, though, as we trend into the weekend.
All right, looking good. Thanks, Jordan.
That's our time for now. Thank you for sharing your time with us. We'll see you at 6.